Man, we can't even play around here. These next two fights back to back are going to be insane. I really do think that if you're a true MMA fan, where both of these fights can really go, it's really exciting stuff. Prospect wise, action wise, like we'll get into it right now. But Damon Jackson versus Kamuela Kirk will be the next one up. And I really think this is all about development. You look at the fact that Damon Jackson is that telltale story of the second stint with the UFC. He's been looking really great, other than a few hiccups. And you got Kamuela Kirk, who made a great showing on the Dana White Contender Series, but again, he's young. He's exciting though, and you kind of want to see what he's got. And then all of a sudden, the LFA performance that really put him on the map. Such a dominant looking fighter now. I mean, the development on both these guys that coming into this fight is just really, really interesting to see. And I think for Kamuela, how good is this jiu-jitsu going to be? You saw the work against Amir Khani that he did from his back, and I'm really excited for that. I think Damon Jackson's wrestling based, BJJ going into this versus Kamuela Kirk was a two-time IBJJF champion. He's bringing that pure black belt to the scene, and I think Damon Jackson's still very creative as well from his back. You look at some of the wins he's pulled off in the past, it's like, which guy is really going to find the advantage there? But I am actually leaning Kamuela Kirk here, and I do think that Damon Jackson might get about a minus 140 line here based on his experience. And just, if you go look at his resume, there's a reason to believe that he can win this fight in a big way. But I really am interested to see how good Kamuela Kirk's going to look as an MMA fighter going into this fight. You'll notice that his striking has been getting significantly better over time. I think that the work he's putting in the gym is clearly showing. And for me, just the Amir Khani fight, how well he was able to steal a decision despite finding himself in all of those bad places. I'm just really excited to watch a guy like that who brings such a pure BJJ style to the octagon. I mean, really find his success. I mean, we haven't seen that happen in quite some time. And, he really is kind of proving that once you figure out those game plans, and once you figure out the routes to your success, I mean, I'm curious to see just how good that striking is going to look now. So let's go with Damon Jackson as a minus 140, despite me talking about Kamuela Kirk the whole time there. I just think both guys really have a lot to go on, right? We have good tape on seeing them excel from a cardio perspective. I think that the action's always going to be there, but Kirk seems to have a bit of a power advantage both on the feet and that style of BJJ that he's bringing. I'm just curious to see how well it's going to translate into Damon Jackson's game. It's going to be a very, very fun experience if both these guys hit the ground. So again, Damon Jackson minus 140. Let's take a look. So Damon Jackson opens as the underdog, but this is moving into a pick'em. Most places have it pretty much down the line. The big thing with Kamuela Kirk is you looked at that cardio, right, in that Amir Khani fight, taking it on short notice, still looked so great. So I am leaning Kamuela Kirk to win this fight, and it looks like Vegas had it right at minus 160. I mean, according to them. And again, the money coming in on Damon Jackson pushes this to a pick'em. So for me, I really like the stylistic battle here. It's going to be so fun to watch, and I'm actually praying these guys hit the ground for a bit, because I think for guys who enjoy the rolling, it's going to be fun.